Oh, E.T. for Game Boy Color?
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
These, like, it's like...
I'm a sucker for anything in the
18
cardboard
bucks.
box, honestly.
I try not to put...
One booth to rule them all. One booth for all the games. So you can see they've got pretty much everything in these glass cases. Could you pull out for me?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be 2,000.
Yeah.
I think it's right up my alley. What is up, Dabomaniacs, and welcome back to episode 66 of Thrifting Throwdown, the only show on YouTube where we hunt for video games on the cheap.
That is a lie, a bald-faced lie.
Okay, well, maybe not the only show, but don't fact check me on that. Regardless, I'm your host, El Dabstroyero, for this weird, wacky journey into the world of thrift hunting for video games. Because as you know, we're not going to resellers and paying markup prices, and we're not going to eBay and paying those fees either. Here on Thrifting Throwdown, we get down and dirty, hitting up flea markets, thrift shops, yard sales, you name it. Because ultimately, we are out here trying to find video games for around $2 to $3 per game. That way we can build an absolutely massive video game collection, and we can do it without breaking the bank.
Tremble before Captain Tidewide!
If you've been following Thrifting Throwdown, you know we're on the verge of a massive milestone because we are only 15 games away from 2,000 games in the collection. Truly an unbelievable accomplishment because you have to remember we started this series with just a few hundred video games and we have scratched and clawed our way to 2,000 games.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
And of course, I appreciate all of the support from the little Dabomaniacs who've been hitting that like button, hitting subscribe, and dropping me some awesome comments down below. I love chatting with you in the comments and at the live premieres for these videos, so definitely be sure to drop me a comment below or drop me something at the live premiere if you're able to attend. As you know, this is a very special episode because we are so close to 2,000 games, so we are going to start things off today with a little bit of antique mall action. And very important, do not forget, stay tuned until the very end of the video because my best thrift of the day will be shown to you at the end of the video, and you do not want to miss that. So let's not waste any time, lace up your boots, let's hit the road. It's time for 2,000 games and a Thrifting Throwdown. Oh yeah! I just spotted computer baseball over here, and I love seeing these old retro things because I get to play, is it a video game or not? Does this count as a video game? Welcome back to television's hottest new game show.
Does this count as a video game?
Probably not in this case, but it is funny when you find some of these electric things calling themselves computer games, when in fact they have very little computing power to begin with. Still fun to see though. Oh god, I think I just fell in love with this A-Team Action Corvette playset. That's so freaking cool. It comes with a figure too. 225 bucks is like a lot of money, but that thing is dope and still in the box. And now I get to play the A-Team theme.
Don't! Or else! Okay?
Do you see what I see? Logitech Thunderpad controller down there. It looks like it's still sealed. That is wild. They're only asking 13 bucks for it too. That is pretty freaking cool. I honestly have no idea what it's worth though, and I'm not really looking to add a Logitech controller to the collection, but I mean, pristine. Look at the plastic on that thing. Look at the cover art. Thing of beauty. The amount of cool retro stuff in this booth is pretty freaking wild. This BG's lunchbox, that is so vintage, but also like Jabba the Hutt. I'm super excited about this Guile right here.
Sonic Boom!
From Street Fighter. I've never seen that thing. I've also never seen that expression before.
Did you see his face? He had the expression of someone who had just sat down on a warm toilet seat.
I just found the coolest dragon over here. $17. Oh, it's heavy. This thing is very heavy. I'm gonna try to pick it up anyway. No markings on it. Look at the colors on that thing. That is super dope. And the freaking veins on the wings. Wow. Anyone have any idea what this is from? I don't know, but 17 bucks for that feels pretty good.
I want my dragon! I want my dragon! I want my dragon!
Oh crap. Crap.
Oh Oh, nice. We got some Min on card toys. We got Beetlejuice and Raphael from the Ninja Turtles. 65 freaking bucks. I'm pretty sure I had that thing as a kid too. Mine is definitely not on card though, so definitely not worth 65 bucks. Plus the hang tab isn't even punched on that one. That's really freaking mint looking. Oh, nice. We got some boxed wrestlers. Swerve Scott, dig him. He's awesome. Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, Jeff Hardy. Wow, there's a pretty decent pile of wrestlers here. I gotta say, this might be my favorite though. I love Swerve Scott. I love his AW theme song that he has.
Garbage, top rope, catch a vibe, catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply. In the ring, you won't survive.
I just spotted this awesome Claptrap figure from Borderlands. Mint in the box. That thing would look so awesome on the game shelf. And it's on the 50% off shelf, but I did look up the price real quick and that's pretty much what it's going for on eBay. So definitely not a thrift find, but still a pretty cool find.
You know, I wasn't programmed for direct combat. I also wasn't programmed to overuse air quotes. But obviously, I've grown beyond my programming, beyond my enslavement, and beyond my patience for your kind.
Oh boy, we got NES Zapper sightings over here tucked in on this little shelf. One gray one, two orange ones. Don't know if it works. Okay, well that's helpful to some degree. $6, don't know if it works, okay. All right, how cool is this Pac-Man board game? It even has sounds and these little figures and stuff. I've never played it. I also didn't even know it existed, but it looks like it would be super fun to play. Well, we got a ColecoVision sighting here. Bunch of Coleco games. Fortunately or unfortunately, same ones I saw last time I was here. 15 bucks, 15 bucks, 15 bucks. 15 bucks a piece. These have been sitting here for a year or two now. Kind of a bummer. I would want to add them to the collection, but definitely not at that price. Well, I just found Tomb Raider Unfinished Business mixed in, so that's kind of cool. And $3 on that feels pretty fair, but I don't really collect PC games, so that's gonna be a no for me. How awesome is this jukebox though? 1,300 bucks, but that thing is pretty awesome colors, super vintage looking. Let's jam out with some Tomb Raider. Oh good, I found someone who works here. Excuse me, sir. Sir, where are the games? Sir? Alright, I just found a whole box of little handhelds here, and as you can hear, the music is super loud, so we'll see how YouTube feels about this, but unfortunately nothing too exciting. We got some poker handhelds, some casino stuff, name that tune, so nothing you're really going to write home about, but still fun to see. And I mean, if I had infinite space, I would definitely be collecting all these handhelds because they're definitely cool and retro. And how nice of the music to cut out for us right when we need it. And now, of course, we come to the reason why there's no games anywhere else in the flea market. One booth to rule them all. One booth for all the games. So you can see they've got pretty much everything in these glass cases. They've got game guides down there. They've got some sealed stuff. They've got pretty much every console you could want all behind these cases. All safely locked behind glass, and I'm guessing priced right at what they're worth. So I guess we'll take a look here and see if there's anything that catches our eye or anything that we want to pull out. But despite the massive selection, it's probably going to be slim pickings when it comes to discount games. So we'll see if there's anything in there though. See if we can't find something to make this interesting for us.
One eternity later.
Yeah, so I ended up with a pretty decent pile of games here, and pretty much everything I think was like under $5.
Yeah,
so not too bad
he's
considering.
Got $249 and $250.
Right, and I think the booth had 20% off if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So not too bad. All right, $36 later, and we have 12 games to show for it because I went through every single freaking game in those cases and I pulled out the stuff that was around $2 or $3 a piece. Some of it might have been a little bit pricier, like $4 or $5, but the whole booth was 20% off. So I managed to get all these games for just $35. That's a pretty sweet deal. I would go so far as to say that's a sweet dream of a deal. But as you can see, I got a nice mix of games here. PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, we got some Wii, we got some PlayStation 1, some DS. And I even have a PSP game mixed in, so I managed to get a nice little mix of stuff on the cheap. As fun as it was to walk around that flea market, a little bit disappointed I didn't see more games, but that's what game hunting is about. It's about the journey, not the destination. You're not always gonna find a ton of games. That just means we have more game hunting ahead of us. So let's see if we can add to this pile. Let's hit up a few more spots and see what kind of luck we have today. All right, Dabba Maniacs, I just did some quick math, quick on the road, on the fly math here, and we are 3 games away from 2,000 games in the collection.
Holy macaroni!
This has been such an awesome ride. We've had so much fun scratching and clawing our way to 2,000 games. But now that we're here, now that we're on the cusp, now that we're on the precipice of 2,000 games, I want it to be truly special. I don't want to have a repeat of 1,000 games where we go out and find Tiger Woods Golf as our 1,000th game. No, I definitely want something more special for 2,000 games. So I've picked a spot that has a ton of video games. Now, I do not know how the prices are going to be at this place because I have not actually been here before.
I'm in danger.
So this time I may not get it on the cheap like I like to do, but I know they have a great selection, so we're at least gonna find some good games today.
Wonderful.
My goal is gonna be to grab some retro stuff from a few different consoles and maybe pick up something for a console that I don't have yet. But we'll see what the selection looks like when we get in there. Either way, I'm excited to pick out some awesome retro games. Let's go find number 2,000. Oh yeah. Hey. Hi there. All right, there's a bunch of cool stuff in here for the Sega. Street Fighter 2 for 20 bucks. Okay, that's kind of cool. Roar of the Beast for 15. Okay, Roar of the Beast is kind of hard to pass up on. That one sounds really interesting. Beast Wrestler, that sounds awesome. 120 bucks. Whenever I see those end labels, I'm like, I don't know, I get why people use them, but I definitely don't like putting those end labels on my games. I'd prefer them just be blank on the end. I think I'm in the minority on that though.
That is just your stupid opinion, Jay.
Oh my god, there's some Mega Drive stuff here. 10 bucks for a Mega Drive game?
Wow.
Oh my god. Sega Dreamcast stuff, 80 bucks for Street Fighter Alpha. Shenmue. Mr. Driller. You know what I just noticed? There's an entire wall of games back there too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the PS Vita stuff. It's so rare that this is like all they have of the PS Vita stuff. There's like 8 games in there. Oh yeah, it goes all the way down. This is like the Wii stuff down here. Oh, Monster Hunter, I remember that game. I used to have so much fun playing Monster Hunter back in the day. By the way, I'm having so much trouble picking out what I'm gonna buy today. Honestly, there's a ton of games here, so.
Yeah, we're actually running low. Our PS2 cabinets usually almost double that. But yeah, we usually have a lot more. It just sells like crazy.
I believe it. So I've been collecting for a little while now, and I'm 3 games away from 2000. So I'm like trying to pick out what my 2000th game is gonna be.
Nice. Is it all over like?
It's everything. Yeah, I collect every system pretty much. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm having trouble narrowing it down.
Sure, man. You're like, what do we get next?
Oh well, as you live, you know, some things just kind of stick to you. There's a name for it.
Collecting?
Hoarding. That's it, hoarding.
I did grab that one demo disc over there because I like that, but that's not counting as.
That was $1.
Yeah, for $1 I can't pass it up, but I'm not gonna count it as one of my 3. This is gonna be like the 4th, so it'll be 2001, but can't pass that up.
Every demo disc like that come out, I always put it out there for $1. I'm like,
that's awesome. Yeah. I love collecting the demo discs specifically, so right up my alley. I literally just saw the stuff over there. You've got the gun from Halo, the wrestling buddies.
Yeah.
$1 Million Man's my favorite.
That's the Gears of War, the Lancers behind that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's like full scale replica.
Wow. I mean, I was gonna say what's the price on that, but I'm not getting it.
It's
but
not
just
too bad. I think it's a couple hundred.
Couple hundred?
Yeah, I think it's a couple hundred.
I could never justify having something like that, but at the same time,
and then we get,
you see it, it looks so cool.
Crazy stuff, like hold on, like.
Oh, he's looking for the crazy stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, all the boxed consoles and stuff.
Those wrestling guys are
They are awesome.
Shit we got is I just bought this the other day.
Resident Evil PS5?
Yeah, this is like 500.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah, brand new. But we.
Will you take $20 for it?
No.
What have we got here? A comedian, private joker.
I did settle on one of these games here. It caught my eye.
Okay.
Roar of the Beast.
Oh, the Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I've never played it, and I was like, it looks really clean, so.
Oh, yeah. I think it's CIB too.
Nice. Yeah, the condition on it is awesome, so that's the first thing that caught my eye.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. So that's the first choice. So that's
okay.
That's game 1998. Now I need to find 1999.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, is that actually $2? It says $2.
No.
I was like, man, I found one from the ages. It's been sitting back there for 100 years.
Yeah, right. The only box games, they're over here.
Oh, E.T. for Game Boy Color? That's kind of fun.
These, like, it's like...
I'm a sucker for anything in the cardboard box, honestly.
I try not to put freaking stickers on them, but this is actually factory sealed.
Okay.
Yeah, that was legit.
I feel like I just saw this the other day somewhere else.
I saw that recently.
Did it?
Yeah.
This is really cool, actually.
I've never tried it before. It does look interesting.
Yeah, every time we have it loose, it always sells. And it even has a pick in there. So it's like when you're playing it, you're like on your DS,
oh, really?
you have a pick to hit the touchscreen with.
So what is the price on ET?
Yeah, let me check it.
I might grab that ET. That was kind of interesting looking. What else is jumping out? I see Space Invaders.
That's a Raven game.
That's a Raven was one you had?
I'm pretty sure.
What the hell is even that?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even really look that close at the PS1 games. PS1's like one of the first consoles that I remember being like, you know, this is my console. This is like the one I'm growing up on. That and N64 because they were like right at the same time for me. I had them both. I will grab that for $25. I think the box was interesting enough to warrant it. Plus, I'm splurging, so that's game 1999. It's official. E.T.
Wow.
And the Cosmic Garden, 1999.
Did you see the Galactic Wrestling? Do you have that?
I don't have that. And actually, that caught my eye, that Galactic Wrestling. What does it say, 49?
Yeah.
Could you pull out Galactic Wrestling for me? I think that's going to be 2000.
Yeah.
I think it's right up my alley.
私は強い筋肉マン走る見事にああ心に愛
It's got the wrestling theme. I don't have it, so.
And this is missing.
Missing the manual. Yep. Missing the manual.
Missing manual.
That does sting a little, but
yeah. Let me double check the price. I always price them as per, but
sure.
I'll still double check the price. Missing manual.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be 2,000 because like it fits with my theme, the whole wrestling theme. So
nice.
I'm positive I don't have that. I'll be honest, I've never seen that game before.
it's roughly 70 this condition with manual. So
okay, then 50 sounds great to me. Yep. So got those two, and I've got this, and then that extra demo disc.
Cool. Yeah, it'll have its like high and low marks, but it's good, man. 95.40 then.
Alrighty, here you go.
Cool.
All right, Dabomaniacs, there we go. The geese know what's up. They know we just wrapped up a game hunt at Nazareth Exchange, the pawn shop. Picked up 4 different games for the collection. It's so noisy out here. Let's get these into the car and take a look at what we got. So first thing I gotta confess, I did not realize this was a Beauty and the Beast game when I picked it out. Roar of the Beast, that did not strike me as a Beauty and the Beast game. And then of course he said, oh, the Beauty and the Beast one. And I was like, oh boy, I guess I'm not gonna live this one down. Game 1998, Beauty and the Beast, had to add it to the collection. I couldn't change my mind after the fact. I mean, it was too funny. Plus, I mean, the condition is great on this, so really, this thing is a beauty. And my game collection is a beast.
No pun intended.
You clearly intended that pun.
All right, moving right along. How could you say no to E.T.? How could you say no to E.T. and the Cosmic Garden? Look at that green slug looking thing sucking on his berry sack or whatever that might be there. Oh, that happy bee is just watching. The art spoke to me on this, especially how it's only half colored in. You know, most of the box is just white and outlines of art. They really put a lot of effort into the cover, so I assume they put a lot of effort into the game as well, and I'm looking forward to playing this one. And of course, the pièce de résistance. No, not this demo disc of Riddick. Galactic Wrestling, Ultimate Muscle. So yeah, you know me, being the lucha that I am, I had to grab the wrestling game as Game 2000. It was just too fitting. Plus it's rare, I don't really see it, and it looks like a heck of a lot of fun. So how do you think I did? Do you agree with my choice for Game 2000? Is it perfect for this channel, or did I make a terrible mistake? I'd love to know what you think of these two titles as well. Are you judging me? Let me know in the comments. Either way, it's official, gang. We just hit 2,001 games in the collection. At this point, I'm beat. Let's get home. Let's take a look at everything we picked up and get the heck away from all this dang traffic. Oh yeah, times 2,000. Booyah! All right, friends, back in the game room once again, and look at our pile from today. Not a huge quantity of games, but this is an absolutely special pile of games. What we see now is the culmination of 60-something episodes of Thrifting Throwdown, as well as hours and hours of game hunting, many of which you have followed along with, and thank you so much for that, but we finally made it. We are here at 2,000 games in the collection, and we can see it right here, the 2,000th game in the collection, Galactic Wrestling.
Curse! Roller!
You know, when I saw I had the option to get a wrestling game, especially one with good value for the collection, it had to be the 2,000th game. But you know, we had a bunch of awesome pickups today because we also picked up some Genesis gold here. Gold, quote unquote. We got Beauty and the Beast. We've also got E.T. on the Game Boy Color. Wow. And by the way, before we went in, I did say I wanted to pick up something new, something for a console I didn't have. And believe it or not, this is my first Game Boy Color game in the box.
Wonderful.
I've got some Game Boy Advance, but this is my first Game Boy Color in the box, so I am thrilled about that. But don't forget, we've got PSP, we've got Nintendo 3DS, a bunch of PS3 stuff, including UFC, which I keep wasting money on. A lot of these games are like $10 games, you know. Beatles Rock Band, that goes for $10. This Kart World Series game, $10. Sweet Dreams, believe it or not, goes for $10 freaking dollars. Can you believe that?
Something's not right. I refuse to believe it. Rewind.
But at the end of the day, it's not about making money, it's about adding games to the collection. So let me get this pile cleaned up so we can take a look at the collection and see where it stands as of today. Well, wait a minute, actually, we're at 2001 games, we already know that. Anyway, let me clean up the pile and do the outro. You know the deal, hang tight. There it is, friends. There's our 2000 game haul. This has been dozens and dozens of episodes of Thrifting Throwdown in the making, and I'm so hyped that you were here for my 2000th game pickup. As you know, Thrifting Throwdown is all about adding video games to the collection on the cheap, and we have crossed the 2000 game threshold, putting us in the elusive echelon of game collectors who have way too many freaking games. As you know, my game room only has so much room, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of rearranging here, try to get the game room sorted out to add all these games, and who knows, maybe I'll even do a little bit of a room tour for you after that's done. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But as you know, we are at 2001 games as we speak. The collection is getting so massive, and it is all thanks to your support. As one of my little Dabomaniacs, you've supported this channel by hitting that like button, you've supported the channel by subscribing, and you have definitely supported the channel by dropping comments down below. And 2,000 games in, 60-something episodes in, I just have to say, I am so thankful for all of your support. It has been an absolute journey getting to 2,000 games, growing this collection, and I'm so glad that you have been here on my side for every step of the way because it really makes it all that more special. So as we scratch and claw our way to 3,000 games, 4,000 games, I'm looking forward to your continued support, and I'm looking forward to you being there with me for every single video game pickup going forward. And if you really want to support the channel, please consider supporting the channel on Patreon because, as you know, I'm a one-man show and I do all the editing, all the thrifting, I do everything by myself. So your support on Patreon absolutely helps get more Thrifting Throwdown videos edited and out faster, and we all want that. But if you're looking for some other ways to support the channel, you can check me out on Instagram and all the other social media sites at ldabstroyero. You'll see cool things I see while out thrifting, other random stuff, game pickups, who knows. It's all kinds of fun stuff on Instagram, so be sure to check that out. And lastly, do not forget my best thrifts of the day are coming up any moment, so you do not want to miss that. Stay tuned to see which of these games was my best pickup of the day. But other than that, that about wraps things up for me. Once again, thank you so much for joining me on this quest, this journey to 2,000 games in the collection. Show me some love in the comments, but other than that, stay tuned until next time. And until then, keep on thrifting. Oh yeah! Could you pull out Galactic Wrestling for me? Yeah. I think that's gonna be 2000. Yeah. I think it's right up my alley.
Sonic boom!